everybody. Welcome to another installment of The Last Word. Today is Monday, September 19th. We're just going to go over the little bit of the biggest injury that kind of happened in week two. That would be the one that happened to Trey Lance. Like I said in like my first video, or first or second video, the 49ers is a team that I play with in Madden now. So now I'm going to change my team because I'm not playing with Jimmy Garoppolo. But Trey Lance is injured. He broke his right foot. He's done for the season, unfortunately. This was going to be a big kind of like, grow up year for him. It was going to be the year that he kind of took the reins of the offense and tried to get the 49ers to the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, the injury bug bit him. He broke his right foot on a scramble play, and if you watch the game or even look at the highlights of the game, you'll see that a lot of people are killing the Mike Shanahan for calling the play, but they had ran that play not too long before that. That almost an identical play where he ran in between the line.
They're going to go with Trey Lance on this play as he kept it and absorbed quite.
And when I first saw when I was first rewatching the highlights, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, is that the play he got hurt on? No, he got right up from that play, and then they called it again another couple plays later, and that's the play he broke his foot on. So I don't think that it was anything crazy by his coach or his offensive coordinator that he got hurt. I don't think it was a play design by Mike Shanahan that got him hurt. I just think that it was just bad luck of the draw. So the 49ers put out a statement. Their statement reads, I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Trey Lance underwent successful surgery on his injured right ankle this morning, an injury that occurred in yesterday's game versus the Seattle Seahawks. Surgery was performed to repair two injuries to Lance's ankle, a fibular fracture and ligament disruption. Lance will start the rehab process and head to team physician Dr. Tim Adams. Lance will start the rehab process, and head team physician Dr. Tim McAdams is confident that he will recover completely in time for a full return in the 2023 season. So yes, Trey Lance is done for the year off of the right ankle injury, and if you read it, this is something that you, with 49ers fans, pay attention to, at least especially the ones that are in the Trey Lance camp. Surgery was performed. Two injuries to his one ankle, fibula fracture and ligament disruption. So his mobility when he comes back might be in question, but he's young, so he should heal quickly and should come back with no side effects from this. It's just an ankle. It's not like a knee or something else, but an ankle can get you, but I think he should be good. It's two injuries that you got to kind of watch out for, though, going forward. I mean, Dak Prescott had a similar kind of ankle injury, and he's back already, and he's good. So hopefully Trey Lance can kind of just bounce back from it as well. But so now Jimmy G is their quarterback, and we have to, wonder, like, is Jimmy G going to be able to get the job done? As we make our picks going forward now, like, I'm going to have to consider Jimmy G as a quarterback as opposed to Trey Lance. And yeah, you got to call specific plays for Jimmy. Like, you can't just throw him out there and call anything. He's not going to get the job done with that. But his interview was very interesting for me. Like, it was just like he seemed too happy. He seemed too happy. Like, yeah, you're happy you got the job back, and like this is the best thing that could have happened for you. But like, I needed him to seem a little bit more solemn in that interview. And granted, you're coming off a win, you're starting again, you did your thing, and who knows how that locker room was? Maybe the locker room was lively, so that's why he came out. So, but I mean, if you look at just the first 20 seconds of that interview, big grin on his face, talking about, Trey is tough, but he'll be all right. Like, bro, I just had my ankle just broke. Don't tell me I'm gonna be all right, man. I don't want it. Don't tell me I'm gonna be all right. It's too soon for that. I'm gonna be all right. All right.
It was felt good to be back out there. Just feel terrible for Trey. I've been on that side of it. This league is tough, and everyone has their share of injuries, but that sucks for him, and feel bad for him. But he's our brother, and we'll pick him up.
But So, but if we get down into some slight analysis of it, I just wanted to report on the injury, but to give some slight analysis, if Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback, right, and you just moved from Jimmy Garoppolo to Trey Lance over concerns of Jimmy G's availability in terms of his health, his injury history, and his play, then at some point, one of those two things are going to rear its ugly head again. Now, if his play rears its ugly head, you got to kind of deal with that. You got to live with that. Shanahan's got to scheme it up and, you know, move forward from there. But if Jimmy G gets hurt, who's the third person on the roster coming in behind them? And this is probably something that they've had to deal with every year besides the past 2 years. Like, who's going to come in if Jimmy G gets hurt? But this year, it's Brock Purdy. Whoever Brock Purdy is, it's Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy isn't going to take this team to playoffs, much less the Super Bowl. So, what is their actual legitimate backup plan with the Super Bowl team that they have if Jimmy G gets hurt? And I mean, Jimmy G's never been in a situation like this. Maybe he won't get hurt. He didn't really play the first week. He probably didn't play much in the preseason. He didn't practice. He practicing with the second teamers, but what is offense with Jimmy G going to look like throughout the rest of the season? Yes, you're going to be able to win a game that you come in the second quarter because no one is expecting plays that you're going to be running in the game. So no one preps for Jimmy G. Of course, you're going to be able to get a win. That goes into like what I was saying that time in the first or second episode about when a team can't scheme for you, they don't know what you're going to run yet. You kind of sort of have the advantage. That's what happened with the Bengals. That's what happened like right now. That's kind of sort of happening with the Giants. You got new blood in there, new coach. You don't know exactly what they're going to call or what they're going to run. So that team kind of has an advantage over teams that they face, at least initially, until people start to figure them out a little bit. And with Jimmy G, uh, you don't have that. You have that advantage then, but as the next week and the weeks that go on, you're gonna lose that advantage. People are gonna start pulling film on Jimmy G, what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, and they're gonna prepare for him. And if he gets hurt, Brock Purdy is the backup, and that is just like right now to me, the 49ers are on collapse watch. Like there's room for all out collapse in terms of what this team could end up how this season could end up shaking out for them now that Trey Lance is done for the season, and you got to depend on Jimmy G for the rest of your season. So if Jimmy G stays healthy, playoffs and out. If he doesn't, then you got Brock Purdy there with Bosa on your line, Ayuk, Debo Samuels, all of these weapons on offense, all these weapons on defense, and you got Brock Purdy as their quarterback. So the 49ers are on real collapse watch for me right now. I think that Jimmy G is going to have a hard time in these upcoming weeks. I definitely do think that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, like thank you guys for tuning in. Wanted to give a quick update today on the whole Trey Lance situation. A little bit of analysis, but yeah, Trey Lance, right foot broken, out for the season. Jimmy Garoppolo is the 49ers quarterback right now. Completely insane, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Check out our previous videos, the first and second week videos that we've created about the picks. Check out our recap that we're about to do coming out tomorrow about a week 2 recap. We'll do that after tonight's games. Two great games coming on tonight: Eagles, Vikings, and Bills, Titans. So be on the lookout for that recap video coming to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in and have a great night.